What's going on, guys? It's Folklore Awaken. Today we'll be talking about another Irish legend, and it is known as a banshee. If you don't know what a banshee is, it's said to be a fairy in Irish legend, and their scream is believed to be an omen of death. The scream is also called Coani, which means keening, and is a warning that there will be an immediate death in the family. And as the Irish families blended over time, it is said that each family has its own banshee. A banshee is an embodied spirit and can appear in any of these following forms: a beautiful woman wearing a shroud, a pale woman in a white dress with long red hair, a woman with a long silver dress and silver hair, a headless woman carrying a bowl of blood that is naked from the waist down, an old woman with frightening red eyes and green dress and long white hair, an old woman with a veil covering her face, dressed in all black with long gray hair. Banshees are often depicted as woman spirits with long hair who scream through the night. The origins, historians have traced the first stories of the Banshee to the 8th century, which was based on a tradition where women sang a sorrowful song to lament someone's death. These women were known as keeners, and since they accepted alcohol as payment, they were said to be sinners and punished by being doomed to become banshees. According to the mythology of banshees, if she is spotted, she will vanish into a cloud of mist, and this action creates a noise similar to that of a bird flapping its wings. Legend says that banshees don't cause death, they only serve as a warning of it. Banshees, the good and the bad. Not all banshees are hate-filled creatures. There are some that had strong ties to their families and life and continue to watch over them in death. When they manifest themselves, these banshees appear as beautiful, enchanting women that sing a sorrowful, haunting song, which is filled with concern and love for their families. This song can be heard a few days before the death of a family member, and in most cases, the song can only be heard by the people for whom it is intended. Good banshees appear as beautiful, enchanting women that sing a sorrowful song which is filled with concern and love for their family. On the other side of the coin, we have the angry and scary banshees that most of us are familiar with. During their lives, these women had reasons to hate their families and appear as distorted and frightening apparitions filled with hatred. The howls emitted by these banshees are enough to chill you to the bone, and rather than appear to warn a family member, these banshees are celebrating the future demise of someone they loathed. Other legends. Other Irish mythology stories related to the banshee say that she is the ghost of a young girl that suffered a brutal death, and her spirit remains to warn family members that a violent death is imminent. It is said that the banshee appears as an old woman with rotten teeth and long fingernails. She wears rags and has blood-red eyes that are so filled with hate that looking directly into them will cause an immediate death. This banshee's mouth is always open as her piercing screams torment the souls of the living. According to some tales, these are evil banshees that derive pleasure from taking a life, and they actively seek out their victims and wail at them to the point where the person commits suicide or goes insane. There are even banshees that can tear people to shreds, and these horrific apparitions are what featured in modern day horror films. It is important to note that banshees do not bring death, however. They warn of it and give the family time to prepare for the inevitable. Hidden knowledge. No one is actually sure where banshees get their knowledge of a person's death from. One theory suggests that each family member has its own personal observer who follows him around and reports back to the banshee. However, this is a belief that is slowly dying out as the as is the tale of banshees, which is now regarded as nothing more than a spooky bedtime story. Many centuries ago, belief in banshees were more widespread in Ireland, and believing is disbelieving was said to be blasphemous. Perhaps you have a grandparent who still holds this belief. For the rest of us, the legend of banshees fails into the myth and superstition category. So if you are enjoying a night out in Ireland and hear a piercing scream, it is unlikely to be the banshee offering a warning. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was the banshee. I love you guys. I hope you guys are staying safe. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next video.